Hey guys, so I'm here for another video. I'm really excited to do another video. I actually just wanted to give a shout out to my beautiful sister, Demi, because without her, none of you guys would have, probably found me, or, without her, I wouldn't really have the following that I do. And I think, I'm really grateful for her and I love her to pieces. And yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that I'm very grateful for having her support through this as well, because obviously her channel is very positive and it's fragrance and perfume, beauty, all that sort of stuff. And mine's like totally different. So I do appreciate it. So love you, Demi. And if you have friends, get them to follow her because she's amazing. Okay, so the video I wanted to do today, I do have Demi's lights around, so I'm still like trying to adjust to them. Still doing it on my phone because I do like the camera on here a little bit, kind of. So basically, on a more somber topic, I have gone through like all the topics you guys want me to talk about and things like that, and I have actually found one that's very, very, very close to me, and a very big one in my life. So going a little bit more personal, and that's grief. So you guys want to know about grief and how to deal with it and things like that. I'll be totally honest. The first time I experienced grief was 13 years ago, and I have only just kind of started to accept it, which is the final stage of grief. So you've got your 7 stages of grief. As you guys, if you've experienced it, which I'm sure a lot of you have, because we wouldn't have these issues unless we had experienced some loss, and it can be like loss to death, loss to someone moving country, never talking to them again. It can be through breakups. Like, we're not gonna just make grief just about death, because not everyone experiences it that way. Grief is like, let's look at the Wikipedia. The Wikipedia definition of grief is a multifaceted response to loss, particularly loss of someone or something that you've formed a bond with. So that could be a dog, a best friend, anything like that, and you're going to grieve the loss of that thing or person when they're not around anymore. I just wanted to talk about that today because it is a huge part of my life, and I've lost a lot of people in my life to death. I've also lost a lot of people to breakups, friends that have moved away. So I've actually dealt with a lot, and I actually want to share with you guys stuff because obviously I bottled up my grief for a long time, like a really, really long time, and I really wish I hadn't, and I had have gotten help a bit sooner. But hey, that's okay because I'm here now and I'm on track, and I'm doing okay. I won't say any more than that, but I'm doing okay. So we've got our 7 stages of grief. So the first one's obviously the initial shock of, losing someone, like finding out they're going away, or finding out someone close to you's passed away, or your dog. Oh God, I couldn't imagine that. I haven't had to experience that just yet, and I don't want to ever, because Diesel's gonna live forever, because that's just the way it is, and I love him too much. Just the initial shock of losing someone or something that's really close to you and you've had a bond with. That is the first stage of grief. Obviously, the next stage, which is something that I have dealt with for 11 or 12 years, is denial. So completely denying that it happened, denying that it's real, denying that that's what you have to deal with in your life now. You have to deal without that person or thing. So that's that's the second step. That's the second stage of grief, is like denial. Like, you just deny. Sometimes people use that to cope their whole lives, and it is a really, it's not a great way to cope, guys. Let's be realistic. We do need to get these things out. So obviously your next step is anger. So very, very angry and frustrated, and you're trying to figure out ways to cope, and you're trying to accept it, but it's not happening. There's just lots of anger, frustration, and emotions, and it's a very frustrating time in your life because you're like, no, this is not right. This is not happening right now. This is not what I want. This is not how it is. And it's sort of still, involved with denial as well. So anger's another one. And I'll admit I was angry for a very, very long time. So basically, me and Demi's stepdad and dad both passed away within 8 months of each other. And that's not feel sorry for me. That's just life. and I've only just really realised it. It did happen 12 years ago, but it's been a very, very hard time in my life, and I was very angry for a long time. I was really mean to Demi when we were little. I was so mean to her, and I took my anger out, my stages of grief. I took the anger part out on poor Demi, and my God, I'm so lucky that she still loves me. I used to do mean things to her. I was so horrible, and I'll admit that. And look, guys, maybe that's why I didn't have friends. Maybe that was a reason. So I wasn't a mean person to other people. I just took my anger out on the people closest to me, and I think that's a way of everyone coping. Because they're angry about losing someone else close to them, they take it out on another person close to them because they don't know how to deal with it. And I took it out on Demi, like, so much, and poor Demi, and she still reminds me every now and then, but I love her to pieces, and I would honestly die for her now. So I'm glad that we have that really close bond. But yeah, so basically, like, you know, I reckon that the universe has a funny way of working, and I feel like maybe that's why I wasn't so popular in school, is because maybe if I did have friends, I would be mean and I'd be angry and I'd bring them down. So, I mean, I wanted friends so badly, and I was so nice to everyone in primary school and high school, and I never made friends. Like, I just wasn't that popular person. I really, really wasn't. Like, just, no one wanted a bar of it. So that's fine. But I think that was the universe saving those people, like, a bit of hurt, maybe. I don't know, like, my mind works in so many weird ways, like, it's crazy. But I feel like that's maybe why I didn't have friends, because if I did have friends, maybe I would have been angry towards them because of the loss I was feeling and the pain I was feeling. So, you know, I am grateful that it happened that way. Obviously, the bullying wasn't nice, but yeah, it's part of life, and you guys would all know it's a horrible part of life. Anyways, back to the 7 stages of grief. What is going on with my hair right now? I'm trying very hard to not touch it, but it's annoying me. Anyways, bargaining is the next one. So trying to find a way out, trying to be selfish and trying to find a way out, a way around the pain, something to cope, things like that. Just, you know, you're really bargaining with the devil here, trying to, you know, like, find a way out. You don't want to live anymore. You don't want to be here, or you're trying to find a way to get out of it. Like, no, it's not real. I'll just move away. So I don't have to deal with it, or I'll just go to their house and try and say hi to them, you know, like, it's bargaining's a really different one, and I've not really dealt too much with that. But yeah, the next one is testing. So trying to test and trying to find solutions to help you through stuff. So you're testing out the waters, maybe feeling out, seeing if maybe talking helps, or maybe going to counseling, or talking to friends about it, maybe going to see the person's resting place, things like that. So it's trying to find solutions that work for you to help you through stuff. And obviously your final stage of grief is actually accepting the loss and accepting that, and trying to go forward with your life in a positive way, in a way that, you know, that person or that thing would be proud of you. Like, you know, really trying to accept what's happened and trying to move forward. And I think that's where I am now, only after 12 years. Like, honestly, guys, it's been a really long, hard road, and I've lost about 10 or 12 more people since then. So it's a really, like, grief is something that you're going to go through in life. And if you're prepared for it and you know how to handle it better than, you know, like, better than some of your friends or family have, like, that's awesome. And, like, you can take off people's experiences and you can help them through, and it can help you if you have to deal with it. It might make the pain a little bit easier to manage. I'm not going to say the pain's going to be easier, because with grief as well, everyone says time heals. And I'm telling you right now, if you have lost a dad or a stepdad or a cousin or an auntie or an uncle or anyone in your life close to you, or a best friend, honestly, guys, the pain does not end. It doesn't, okay? And that's what we will realize. We find new ways to deal with the pain, but the pain will never go away. Like, I still have the biggest hole in my heart from losing people in my life. And you guys understand, you're never going to go through a Father's Day and not miss your dad. You're never going to go through, you know, Christmas and miss your cousin, or go to school, or go to a, you know, anniversary, or, you know, what do you call it? You know, you reunite with all your friends from high school. I can't even remember what it's called now. A reunion, yeah. You're not going to go to a reunion and not think of that person that you lost. Like, pain is always going to be there, and it's always going to be a huge part of your life. And it doesn't get easier with time, but you find new ways to cope with it. So please remember that, because honestly, If people say, oh, time heals time heals your coping strategies, and it helps you, how can I say it? Like, time helps you cope with stuff, and it also helps you find new ways and better ways to cope. Like, I haven't cut for 3 weeks now, I think, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud. It finds better ways to cope with things, but you'll always have that pain in your heart because, you know, when you have something or someone so close to you taken away, moved away, lost, that pain, there's always going to be an empty place in you for that person, and no one will replace that person. So it will always be there, but you'll just find better ways to live and better ways to cope and better ways to move forward, okay? So we'll never forget those people or those things, okay? So that's your 7 stages of grief: shock, denial, anger, bargaining, testing, and acceptance. So that's your 7 stages. Now, I've written something, to me, this is the most important part of grief. So this is what I've written. This has nothing to do with Wikipedia, social media, internet. This is from me and my heart and my own experience. So pain through grief and loss is an extremely needy and demanding emotion. It will continue to demand to be felt until it comes to the surface and has your attention, your full attention. You can only cover up your pain and numb it for so long before you break. So this is what I mean with grief, guys. You can drink, you can cut, you can do drugs, you can do whatever you need to do to cope or to mask the effects of grief. But there will be a time where you just break and you need to let that grief feel. You need to cry. Oh my gosh, guys, do you need to cry? Yes, you do. I have cried enough tears to fill 10 swimming pools in my life, honestly, and that's not another feel sorry for me thing. You guys would understand. If you're like me and you're an empathetic person, you're emotional, I have cried enough tears for everyone, trust me. But basically what I want to say is that grief needs to be felt. It's a demanding emotion, especially when it's like you're hurting and you feel pain. Like, it is a demanding emotion and you need to let it come to the surface. Otherwise you'll break and you could push people away. You could lose people because you've not coped with your own grief. So please, like, the biggest advice I can give you is with grief is that let it happen. Just let it happen. Cry, take time off work, find solutions around you to let you grieve, because you need to grieve. It's so important. Like, it's really important. And I still grieve to this day. I still cry to this day, to this very, very day. I still cry. I still miss these people. But you need to do that, because if you bottle it up, then it just keeps bottling up over weeks and months, and then you're just going to break and you're going to push people away and you're going to hurt people, and you don't want to do that, because you know what hurts feels like, you know, we do, don't we? So like, this isn't a super positive video, but it's like my ways of coping with grief. Crying is so important. Having friends around you, talking about stuff with my sister about what we used to do with dad when we were younger, because she was quite young when he passed away, and Tony, which is our stepdad. But trying to, like, you know, bring back memories for her is really nice, because it helps me get through stuff as well. And also, you know, she laughs and she smiles and she's like, oh, I remember that. Like, she's this really cute little prawn dance when we went to the Chinese restaurant and there was prawns in the special fried rice. She used to get down and like do this little dance. It's really, really cute. Oh my gosh, wow, how awkward. My camera just like fell because I'm not got a camera on a stand. Oh, there we go. I'll just move it again. Cool. Yeah, so coping with grief, you need to just let it happen. You need to talk to people. You need to bring it to the surface. You need to let it come out of you. You can't bottle it up forever. Trust me, it's not healthy. Going out for a dance, having fun, like trying to fill your life with happiness, and you're not forgetting those people, because we never will. We will never forget those people. But filling your life with happiness is what these people and these pets and these places and things that you don't have anymore, this is what they would want. They want us to move on, and they want us to be happy with our life. They want to look down on us and be like, yeah, that's my girl, or that's my best friend, or that's my mom. Like, they want to see us happy and thriving on life. They would not want us to dwell over it for years and years and years and years. Okay, guys? It's so important that you love yourself enough to like grieve and get through it. You'll always miss these people and you'll always feel that loss, but you'll never forget them. Don't worry. Like, do not worry. You'll not forget them, okay? All right, so that is my video. I hope that it's helpful in some way. Just a bit of an advice info video. I have been looking through all your comments. You guys are amazing, and I'm super stoked to have a channel now. As you can see, I'm like in a tracksuit jumper. Like, I'm not doing these videos because I want likes or all this sort of stuff. I'm genuinely doing this video because I care and I want to help people. That is what I want to do with my life. And I will get there professionally as well, not via YouTube. YouTube is just something that I just feel like it's such a great platform to share how you're feeling with everyone. Yeah, so basically that is my video on grief, guys. So any questions or anything or any comments, drop them below. I love talking to you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing and you have seriously changed my life. Having this channel has made my life so much more fulfilling and I absolutely love talking to you guys. Like, it's amazing. Have a great day and I'll put up another video in about a week. So yeah, have a great day, guys, and love everyone that you're around.